Well, A.R. Rahman, welcome to Nation Wants to Know. It's great to see you again.
Thank you.
And we met before the launch of Republic.
Yes.
And when I met you, I found you, very relaxed. You always, I get a feeling that you're in your own zone, in your own world, and you tend to sometimes drift away to the world of music in the middle of a conversation.
I think it's very important for an artist to be in that world and give that world to people who want it, who are wanting that little solace. And so my mind has to be undistracted, and I have to really, really cleanse my mind constantly. But sometimes my world pauses. I don't know, the world goes ahead of things, and I don't know many information, and I'm caught red-handed sometimes. What do you think about that? What happened? I don't know. I look foolish, but that's the truth, because this requires undivided attention and passion and love. And
so you're cut off?
I'm cut off, yeah.
So, everything's being asked about your precise music and your life and your journey. I want you to tell people watching today, what happens to you when you go into that world of music? Either when you're recording something, and there are all these stories about what A.R. Rahman does in the recording studio. He doesn't sleep all night, and everyone performs with him, and then they are all exhausted by the morning and they collapse. I don't know what the reality is, but I want people to know what goes on in that world of music. What happens to you?
The reality is you can never fake art. If I'm singing a pancham and listening to a tambura, if I have another thought, I'll go flat. I have to empty my mind. I have to concentrate on hitting my pitch or getting a tune or a rag. When I'm singing a rag or I'm tuning it in a rag, if I just think about something else, I'll falter there. And my team is a very limited team, but they understand. They're all very passionate people, and in a way the small sacrifices in their life for the passion of the music and for the love of music and for the love of working with me. And those are the kind of people I take. And those who are not, they have their own space. Like some singers don't like to work in the night, so they come in the day, they finish the stuff and go. And I do less work now, because I'm traveling so much. I'm producing movies, I'm writing scripts, and I'm doing directing a virtual reality movie. So all this stuff is happening. So there are a lot of gaps. It's not like we are working 30 days a month or something like that. When you're finishing a movie for a Diwali release or a Pongal release or Tamil New Year's Day or anything, there is undivided. It's like a war. It's like we have to keep checking things, and we're producing and we're mixing.
What happens when you make music? Tell me about the whole process.
As a film composer?
Tell me about the whole process. How do you go into that world?
So,
how do you cut yourself off? It must be a moment.
Yeah, I think you have to neutralize your mind, because your mind, there's so much of distraction now. And one is a spiritual energy. You just go, you become nothing and just mingle with the unlimited, the infinite. Or you have to find ways to nullify all your distractions. And I have to pay tax, I have to go this, I have to do that thing, I have to drop this kid to the school, all this stuff goes, and people take responsibility for that. My job is to create music. So I go into the zone and start doing ideas, and I keep recording them. And once that finishes, I come back to the real world. And so
how do you do that? How do you get your ideas?
How do I get so
into music?
I've been probably playing music from the age of 12, 13 professionally. And after a while, you cut all the cliches. You just go to the point. You don't have to go, you don't meander around. You just, how do I get there? How do I get what that director wants? Or how do I get that melody which my mind wants? I'm not getting there. So it's a very internal process. And you don't know which zone you are in. You have to go to that zone where you forget yourself, your technicality and yourself, and then you immerse, and it's recorded. Everything is getting recorded, right? And then when you listen to it after a week, you feel like this is normal, but then here it's like digging out from earth. You first get mud and clay, and then you get water, and then you get maybe petrol, crude oil. For me, it's like that. I always feel that I never, very few times I like what I do in the very beginning. So I keep going. Sometimes I just, before getting up, like, no, it's not coming. When I sit back again, it comes. So I have to trick my mind.
When do you know it's perfect? For example, let's pick up a song.
Yeah.
Let's pick up a song, a popular song.
For me, in my music, I want to be that listener who likes the stuff, and then I present it to people. Sometimes, because I work with directors very often, like I'm working with Rakesh Mehra or Mani Ratnam or Imtiaz Ali, so they listen to something and they find out something very beautiful and say, I like this part, sir. And okay, really, you like that? And sometimes it's perfect, sometimes I feel like, no, I don't like it. I'll do something else for you.
So let's pick a popular song.
Okay.
Let's pick something that, and I want you to, let's pick something from Rockstar, for example.
Okay. So we had this.
You did all the songs in.
So the movie finished.
The entire music of Rockstar.
The movie finished, and we had one song left, which is the Nadan Parinde situation, right? And so Imtiaz said, the Kashmir schedule finished. We wanted you to be there, so why don't we go there? Just look at the place. So I went to Kashmir for the first time, and so we thought we had a tune, and we want to edit that and give it to the lyric writer Ishrat Kamal. And I went there and I said, I don't like this. It's too confusing. It's too complicated. I think we need something which is very direct. And so we were jamming like this. He said bird. I said, what is that? So why can't we use that bird ideology or whatever, that kind of a significance to this song? And Nadan Parinde, that line came in, and then I composed it all fresh. And so Nadan Parinde that came into existence. So
and how do you get the highs and lows of the song? That particular song, can you just...
That's an emotion.
That one particular line, can you just sing it for us?
Nadan Parinde ghar aaja. I'm singing it soft, so your mic will get distorted.
No, that's all right. Please, yeah.
Oh, Nadan Parinde ghar aaja, ghar aaja. I like the word Nadan. First, it was called Bechain Parinde. I thought it gives a very negative feeling. So I thought Nadan had a better feeling. So
and then it goes high, and then the song becomes.
It becomes like a chant. It's almost like a bhajan. Nadan Parinde ghar aaja, Nadan Parinde ghar aaja. Keeps going on. If you watch this version from One Heart, we've extended that portion a lot, and then we have played with it with the improvisation, gone double in the tempo and all the stuff.
So it's an amazing kind of music. You changed everything. I feel that when you came in, don't know the exact year, but I've been listening to you since maybe.
I didn't even know I was changing. That's the best part, I think.
But you burst into the scene with. When do you think you burst into the scene? Was it Roja?
Roja. I think that's my first movie.
You really burst into the scene.
It's not about Roja. It's about meeting a team leader like Mani Ratnam. And when you have somebody who's a visionary like that of art, you're just in safe hands. So most of the times, because they know what they're doing, and he's a master for selecting tunes and trying out different things. Even before with Mr. Ilayaraja has done.
Which is your favorite song from Roja? Because your story can really be told through your songs, and I want our viewers to get a sense of how you look at your songs. Which is your favorite from Roja?
All of them.
Choose one.
If it's not a favorite, it's out of the album.
I know, of course.
And I think that's the way it should be. It's not. I do it for myself.
Which connects?
Right from the first song, Dil Hai Choda Sa, Roja Janman. Though it was not meant for Hindi, it fit Hindi because most of the rags I used were North Indian ragas.
Yeah.
Like Desh and Pilu. And so I didn't even know that it's going to work out in Hindi. It was a miracle.
Why did it happen? Why was it a miracle? Why did it connect so much? So let's take one song. Wherever we go and we listen to a best of A.R. Rahman,
Yeah.
that Choti Si Asha is always there. And also the others.
I think sometimes you have to intend that what your intention is the seed of your destiny, I feel. And my intention was to not to just do movies. My intention was to do something very pure, something which bring back something which is lost, and bring back the beauty of lyrics. And I was very ambitious in a way.
What are you ambitious? You're very ambitious in 92.
I was ambitious because I thought this was going to be my last
Ambitious for what?
Ambitious for...
Why? You thought it was going to be your last movie?
No, because I was in movies. I mean, I've told this a million times before. I was in movies for 10 years. My whole childhood was, my whole, teenage period was in the studios with old people. And so I was fed up of working in the movies. But as a composer, it opened up a whole new chapter. It opened up, I got to know this whole love which came from millions of people was extraordinary. And it's a drug.
Of course. Tell me about one song from Roja.
What do you want to know?
About the song, the tune, what went into it?
I'd done a lot of tunes for Roja because I had a great vibe with Mani Ratnam, and so I would give him cassettes with like 10 tunes for each sitting, and so he used a lot of other tunes for other movies which we worked together later, and that sound which I got in Roja was never there with me before. So it was all, in a way, that's what gives me confidence. When in 3 years, when I get bored of things like, I've done it all, I don't know what to do next, I go back to that thought like, no, I had Roja. I'd never had what I did for Roja before. It was created with the team. It created with the inspiration from the movie. So the same thing can be done again. And
it lifts you and brings you down and takes you up there and works you up. That's the way I look at music. So that song, Roja Jaane Man,
yeah,
Tu Hi Dil Ki Dhadkan. Can you just sing that for our, without anything, in the silence of the Republic studio with nothing around you, just your voice, please. A little solo is all we ask.
It's a very South Indian chant.
Yeah, beautiful.
I've actually done it as a temp.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sing it, but Mani heard it and said, "Who sang it?" I said, "Me." I'm going to change it. You're not changing it. You're keeping it. And
this whole chant that comes up before the song comes in is one element that came in through your songs. Every song has, listen, this is an amateur's perspective. But what we found stunning was the sense of confidence in a new kind of rhythm that you brought in, because we were in college and we hadn't heard this music before. 18 must be 18, 19 years old. Yeah. So we had not heard this kind of music, so you were hitting at the young people then, and we could not make out.
My intention was to get these people, because all my friends at that time who were younger than me, 15, 16, they're all listening to Western music and they'll had vinyl records.
Exactly.
And I was trying to figure out the reason why they were listening to other stuff, because when you used to put a film song, it used to be done, it was done for a optical kind of quality, so it was mono. And it used to sound inferior. Even the melodies are beautiful. The production was very, very inferior, because nobody used to take care of this side of it, where to listen to it in a car or you feel good. So all those things which I liked, what I thought they would like, is what I incorporated in my music, whether it's Antirda Tirda or which is Chor Chor in Hindi, and Roja, and many other movies. Then I think after a while I felt like I've done enough of this. I want to just go more orchestral. I want to expand into musical theater and things which I could, because of the success and the opportunities, change the path and expand my sensibilities. I had to make a sacrifice. I stopped doing almost 90% of the movies in South and North. I sat there in London. In a way, it was like a intellectual getaway, where I gathered many things in England, like which I never knew.
This was
appreciation is 2001, 2000. Appreciation for art, appreciation for live music, all these things, aesthetics, and which I think is helping me a great deal now.
Yeah. But those years, 92 to 2000, 2001, 2002 were fantastic, that whole decade.
Yes.
That's when Bombay happened.
Yeah.
So, AR, you are an integral part of an entire generation's growing up and young years.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I would say that you are the voice of post-reforms India.
Thank you.
Because, the whole generation that came out in 90s and grew up through your music, and you changed our sensibilities in music. We had not listened to this kind of music before. And frankly, I think there were a lot of people who were not sure what they were getting hooked onto, but there's something about your music. I've always felt, can I make a very frank observation?
Please tell me.
I mean, I'm feeling completely foolish even saying these things in front of you, but I might as well say it anyway, right? Well, the first time you hear an A.R. Rahman song,
you start judging it.
No. Oh, come on. No.
Then you start listening to it.
I wouldn't
then
judge
you
your
start
songs.
it.
No, you don't get it the first time. I mean, at least for me, very often...
It's not in the format which you expect that to be.
It's not the format you expect.
And for me...
There are some... slowly you get used to it. But in the 90s, it was very difficult to understand your...
I think I was very lucky for people to give that... put the trust in me. And they would accept what I was doing, because that's not a very easy thing. Even in any kind of art, there are gatekeepers and they tell you what to do.
No, but I think you were very confident. You were very confident in your style.
And the success and the awards which came for Roja, I think kind of nailed it. If I had not got that success, or the love and the national award for the first movie, it's a serious thing. You get that after 100 movies. Some people have got it after 100 movies, or some people have never got awards.
You bet.
And
absolutely.
So I think that helped a lot for people to get the confidence.
So you started experimenting more at that point of time. I want you to tell people about Bombay, because I thought it was a very gripping movie. It came at a very interesting time. If I'm not mistaken, Bombay would have come around 1996.
95,
96. Yeah. And it was crazy. It was completely different. Take me through take our viewers through at least 2 songs from Bombay.
So,
did you picturize the song? So, for example, I don't remember which was the song which was, I think it was shot in, because I went to that fort later, Bekal.
Tuhire.
Tuhire. Did you picturize the song? Did you see the song?
No, the story is very different. Bombay was initially supposed to be a very handheld camera kind of a subject.
Okay. And
Mani came to me and said, like, you know what? I don't want to have any songs for this movie. I'm going to do a very handheld kind of thing. It's only 10 days shoot. And then he went back and said, no, I'll have songs. And so, give me a tune. And when he said, give me a tune, and he told me the story, I was composing for Suhasini ji. His wife did a movie called Indra. So I was composing GV's house, his brother's house. When I was composing there, I didn't get any tune for her, but I got a tune for the Bombay theme idea in that house. And so I came out and she said, have you got a tune for me? No, but I got a tune for your husband. And that's not a song idea, but it's more a theme idea, a symphonic. No, the Bombay theme.
Yeah.
So that came in, and so when he was waiting for a presentation, I was I was worried that he's going to snap at me. So I played him. I don't have a tune, but I have something like this, and he was really moved. And then we started working on the songs. Actually.
So tell me about Tu Hi Re.
Tu Hi Re again.
It's so poignant. It hits you.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Can you sing Tu Hi Re for me?
Let me tell you a secret.
You'll sing after this, after you tell us.
I'll try. So Tu Hi Re was you want a love song.
Yeah.
And I was completely exhausted one day, and I was sleeping, and I used to have this, little tape recorder, mini disc recorder, and there was something going in my dream. Actually, there was this tune coming in, and I immediately recorded it. Then
how do you do that?
you just get up from your sleep
and you sing it.
And you sing it, so it's documented. Sometimes you don't even know. We don't have a recorder, so you mess it out.
You keep one next to you all the time.
Yeah. So I did that, and so money came in and was like, "Where's the tune?" I said, "I have this idea. I don't know whether it's right for you. It's very, very slow. You might get bored." And so he heard it and said, "Might work." And the moment Hariji sang the song, it really got its worth. And then how he picturized it, and Rajiv Menon's
brilliant
camera, and Arvind Swami's charm, and Manisha Ji's charm. I think
at
it
that
became
time,
an
Arvind
iconic.
Swami was the most eligible bachelor.
The most
on planet Earth.
Yeah, the most. He's still good looking. He should come here and act a lot of movies in Hindi.
It's beautiful. Please.
So yeah, okay.
On popular demand.
Tu hi re, tu hi re, tere bina main kyun? What's the lyric?
Kaise ji?
Kaise jiyo? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Very bad at words.
Carry on. You have my full encouragement.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have never spoken so little in any interview. You know that? Yeah.
Thank you. Very kind.
Because if I speak too much, the viewer is going to tell us to shut up. They listen to me too much. Please complete.
I need a lyric sheet. I'm very bad
at
it.
You need the lyrics here? Can I help you with the lyrics?
Wow.
This is the beauty of the internet. The only thing I will not do is sing it with you. But
You can do that, but you will get trolled.
I will start my show next time on singing Tu Hi Re. I will sing Tu Hi Re. I will write in my epitaph one day that I sang Tu Hi Re with Rahman. God, this is the amazing part of this job. You're in unexpected situations. Here you are, sir.
Wow. This is my new singing. All right, cool.
Okay.
All my people are watching me. Why is he singing? He doesn't usually. Oh my God, it's too small, yeah.
Yes, sir.
How do you make it bigger?
How do you make it bigger? One second. How do you make it bigger? Oh, 1 second. I'm going to get the lyrics there for you. 1 second. I'll take a little break if required in this.
Okay, I'll go.
You got it?
Let me get
you got it, yeah.
Oops.
Look at me. I'm so hamstrung with technology. I can't even make the text bigger for you. But I know that the people watching Nation Wants to Know will remember this for a very long time. Such a long time. And, I'll tell you one thing. That you are... you're a gift. Yeah, I'm going to keep encouraging you. What you say? You are a gift. You have absolutely no idea. Can I tell you what your music does to me?
Please tell me.
It takes me away completely. Completely takes me away.
Thank you.
It is, especially your Sufi numbers. I have listened to your Sufi numbers again and again and again. It's just amazing.
The soul connection.
It's an amazing soul connection. There's just 2 songs I will request today. Not for the songs, but for the impact that it has on people.
Okay, I think my internet's not working.
Internet is not working. 1 second, we are getting technical support. But while we wait for the technical support to come, You got it?
I think I got.
Viewers, I can tell you one thing, that this is going to be worth the wait. Because the great A.R. Rahman is going to sing Tu Hi Re from us, and there will be absolute silence from all of us while he does that. Have you got the lyrics here? No, I think
Okay, I got it.
once he got it. Okay, we also have our producer. No, that's it. You got the lyrics. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm required on the screen now for a moment.
Tu hi re, tere bina main kaise jiyun, aaja re, यूं ही तड़पाने तू मुझको, जान रे, इन सांसों में बस जा तू. Right?
I know the lyrics better than you.
I don't know.
I've listened to this song. It's an anthem.
I'm so lyric challenged, unfortunately.
It's an anthem. And you know something? Yeah. I thought.
And even with every language, even in Tamil, I'm so bad. Because I think, in a way, the way I relate to music, I love words, but for me, words are mostly, it enhances everything.
Yeah.
But I can only feel in music-wise. I can only feel, and
the tune.
Before I could learn one language, I switched to another one. And
how many languages have you sung in?
I've sung in Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, English, Arabic, Bengali with a lot of trolls.
You've sung in Bengali?
Bengali. Don't ask me to sing now. That's for Coke Studio, I think.
You did for Coke Studio?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And gibberish, which I love because nobody can find faults with that.
Yeah. So the tune comes to your mind more than the music.
Another thing is for a composer, you do something and you kind of forget it and keep going, because the moment you start owning it, the moment you start liking your own composition, you're not moving forward for me. So I try as much to forget it. So when I do concerts, of course, there's a teleprompter and there's help, and then we also do work on the whole momentum of concerts. So you have fun. But for me, I don't remember lyrics sometimes. That's my weakness.
That's good. You've got a lot on your plate. You've got so much music you're creating.
Yeah.
What is your connect with Sufi music like?
My interest in Sufi music, again, I have a friend called Sarang, and he actually played me Nusrat Dam Mast Kalandar, and I said, what is this music? I was so fascinated by the Peter Gabriel's production and that voice of Nusrat that then I started liking Punjabi a lot. I started listening to a lot of Punjabi music, which is mostly Nusrat. And this whole connection with North India became stronger because of this Sindhi music and Punjabi music and Brij Bhasha, because of Tumris and everything. There is a kind of aura which comes when you sing this music, especially in Hindi and Punjabi, which I feel is very special. I say most of my qawwalis are in Urdu, Hindi.
I again go back to Rockstar. So you now move to something more recent. I think Rockstar was around 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's 2010. 10 or?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I think that's another entire movie which is associated with its music. And there was one particular song which had this tremendously hypnotic feel. I think it was shot with the Turkish, what do you call it?
Oh, you're talking about Khwaja Mere Khwaja.
There's one Khwaja Mere Khwaja, and there
which is Jodha Akbar.
Huh?
That is Jodha.
Sorry, I'm mixing up. That was Jodha Akbar.
Yeah.
Khwaja.
In fact, I had a video from one of the Australian, government person, which I posted on Facebook. He just talks about, Jodha Akbar's music,
Yeah.
and he goes on and on and on. And it's so fascinating to see somebody from another culture appreciating that movie and that music.
Yeah.
When it came and they said, "Oh, it's finished. We don't like the music. What is this music?" It takes time. Music is not something. It's not a running race.
Yeah.
It's an emotional experience, and
Yeah.
you have to tune to that experience and the words to understand it. Sometimes it takes 3 months,
Yeah.
and the kind of music which you like can be created, but then it doesn't trigger any emotions in you. And
Yeah. How much does the picturization matter?
a lot. Because it makes the song live for a long time, because
Of course.
images are complementing.
Yeah.
I remember a small girl when Ranbir Kapoor came to my house
Huh.
during Rockstar. She just went, she's from London, one of my friend's daughter, Alisha. The way she expressed her love for him, she was like 7 or something. Oh my God. It was so fascinating to see that. And we were doing actually one of these songs.
Rockstar was amazing. I've known Imtiaz. We were in college together,
Oh wow.
and the song that stays with me the most is Kun Faya Kun.
Yeah.
Kun Faya Kun. Would I be asking for too much?
Yes. I have to take my shoes off. I always give respect for that song because it's
Of course.
a very holy word. And it's like the secret of the universe, how God created Kun Faya Kun, which means. And for me, I was very scared. I said, "What are you doing? Can you take this word and do a song like that?" So our intentions are very good, pure, sir, and why don't you just try this? So it was Imtiaz's idea. And so I took that, and he was shooting. So he was not there when we made the song, and he was surprised that we finished the song before he came in. Me and Ishad and Javed. And he actually really liked it.
Yeah.
And for me, that song, I was very scared to tune that song.
Why is that?
When you take something very holy and when you take something very pure, there is an inherent spiritual quality in it already. And so if you mess with it, if you're not honest or if you're not pure to do that, I always feel that. For me, music is that. That's why the words which come in are not just words, they are a mantra for me. Whether it's about love or whether it's a Sufi or a bhajan or anything, it should mean what the singer sings. It's not just things put together.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it's not coherent, I feel like I'll get sleepless nights.
Yeah. So these two songs, in that sense, are both have such deep religious meaning. Khwaja Mere Khwaja is spiritual meaning. I would think the
Khwaja song actually, I was going to Ajmer from 94, and people used to tell me like, you can't go to Ajmer unless you're called. So when we first took that trip, my family, I was finishing a movie, and I didn't finish the last reel. Like when there are a couple of cues left. I think I was working for Mr. Bharadirajan. My mother said, "We are going on this holy trip. Please let my son go." So he looked at my mom and he said, "Okay, please go." And then 3 movies released, and his movie became a hit. Kidakachi Mile happened that time, which I first scored for her. So that's my first trip, and then I couldn't tune anything for Khwaja Sahab for almost 10 years. And all the khadims there would tell me, "Why don't you write a song on Khwaja?" I said, "I don't know. I'm trying. It's not coming." And I said, "Why don't you guys pray for it so that I come up with something good?" And next month I was traveling to Australia and I got this tune. And my spiritual teacher wrote the lyrics. And then I had this song. I did it for myself. A year later, Ashutosh comes in and says that I'm doing Jodha Akbar, and in the script it says there is strains of Qawwali coming from the Moinuddin Chishti shrine. I was like, "What?" So yeah, that's the story. I said, "I have a song." And he said, "What song?" I just need 2 lines, he said. But there's a song, if you don't change anything, I can play it to you. Okay, that depends, he said. And he heard it and said, please give it to me. And so it was almost like a love song. And it's gone beyond religion, I feel like. And when I sing that, it goes beyond religion, the sound and what it does. It's probably the most simplest qawwali ever written. And so that's the history of that song.
Spirituality is beyond religion.
Yeah, exactly. If you feel it, there's a truth in it.
Yeah.
It's not about telling the mind, or there should be a connect. In fact, the president of Berklee College of Music, his favorite song is Kun Fayakun.
Yeah.
And he listens to every kind of music. They have amazing students come out of Berklee College of Music, but he said, this is my favorite AR.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. It's unexplainable.
Yeah.
So I wish that every song connects with it. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
It's brilliant.
Right.
Slumdog Millionaire, what was it like being there? On the Oscars, the recognition, the huge success.
I don't even know, it feels like a dream now. When you look at the world, I still remember that Danny Boyle came to me and said that I've done a movie, but I'm not sure what it is. I can't even judge what it is like. Can you look at it, and it will be an honor if you can do the music. So I didn't even. I was doing so many things. Like I didn't even look at it for a week, and then a week later, it's like, very important director, let me listen. Then early morning, I called him. It's like, what have you done? It's a beautiful movie. I've never seen anything like this before. I went on and on. And then he said, so he had a lot of other piece of music, and he wanted me to just do 2-3 tracks. I said, can I do all the tracks? Of course, we have the time. So then I started sending him tracks, and all in 2 weeks.
Share one track with our viewers, the one you love. Top of mind.
I think Latika's theme is my favorite on that. I did another song for that, and he said, this is a great song, but the words are actually distracting what's happening on the screen. Please don't use words. So then I had to come with a wordless song, and that was Latika's theme. So that happened.
Hum it for us.
I hum. Of course, the voice of Suzanne, a beautiful singer, she's from Mumbai, and her voice is great. When I play this stuff to people, it's like, I want to marry her. Everybody, they don't listen. This voice is so beautiful that, and this is the kind of, feedback, and working in Hollywood, all this stuff, seems like a dream. So I came back in 2015. I wanted to spend more time with my kids. They were growing up. And then
Did you miss India all those years that you
Yes.
spent a lot of time outside?
Miss my family. My mom was getting ill. There's so much of complication. And so I feel good building up my studio of YM movies, writing a lot of story ideas for the future, if there is one. So our first movie, One Heart, which you know about. It's a concept movie which in 2015 we had this intimate concert too, and so we documented that, and it felt like a movie which I would like to watch.
When there's a camera on you before a concert, do you feel conscious?
Yes. I hate watching myself because
So
it
how
is
do you
like-
how do you tell the camera person to go away? Are there moments when you don't want to be shot before a performance?
No, now I have a team where they know my do's and don'ts. Because I found the sweet spot. I bought a lot of cameras and checked out. So you keep the camera above the nose, not below the nose.
Okay.
So you do this, you do that. But so people love you. They accept you the way you are.
You're a non-controversial guy, but you attract controversy all the time.
Who?
You.
Really?
You're the most non-controversial person who attracts controversy.
Like what?
Like this thing in Wembley. Tell me, did it hit you? It made me very upset.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support. See,
Well,
Wembley is a very delicate issue.
Yes.
You know, when I first went to the US, I was invited by the Bharati Vidya Bhavan. They're very generous, they invited me. But when I started singing, because we had S.P. Balasubramaniam, we had all the top singers, Sukhwinder Singh, Shankar Mahadevan, Udit Narayan, the works, and it was a 4.5 hour concert. Usually people perform for 1.5 hours, and then we performed for 4.5 hours. And we had Tamil, Hindi, so there was a little bit of a thing from then. They're like, why did he perform Tamil, or why did he perform Hindi? It came in, but then you're performing for 4.5 hours. So a normal concert is 1.5 hours. So I'm giving you, enjoy everything and find the nuances of another language. Well, I think that passed, and then it became a norm that, when you come to my concert, you hear both Hindi and Tamil, and then you hear music and surprises. So, and I think it's a temperamental. If you look at the larger picture, people have been very, very kind to me. I am very grateful for.
How do you react when you have people walking out of
No,
an
I didn't see
Rahman
them
concert? You didn't see them walking out?
No, I think it is out of 9,000, like 20, 30 people, I don't know. Because I was looking at.
Was it more a media controversy?
Twitter is like amazing, right?
I tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah, if 10,000 people like something and one person doesn't like, that's more fascinating to see, and it's more interesting rather than all the people who liked.
Yeah.
So I take it like that because there's logistics when you have a large concert like that. You need everybody's support. You need people, Tamil people supporting you.
I was amazed because the concert was called Netru Indru Nalai. Right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yesterday, today,
tomorrow. And people expected all Hindi numbers.
I think it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Are you immune to controversy? Are you immune? There was a fatwa against you in 2015. I think it was the Iranian film.
That was a very predictable one. I was expecting more.
Why were you expecting more?
Because it's a very delicate subject. Again, there's so many interpretations to.
Why don't you want to stay out of the delicate subjects?
Sorry?
Would you like to stay out of the delicate subjects?
No, sometimes you have to be courageous in life. You can't be hiding behind the door.
You can't play safe.
Yeah, for certain things you need to have a courage to do things because it will never be done otherwise.
Yeah.
I started a college. I didn't even know how to run a college at that time.
Yeah.
There's a music college now. It's running. The people are coming out in flying colors. Kids went to Poland and got amazing, ovation, standing ovation.
Yeah.
And all that is happening. It can't be done when you're afraid of things.
Yeah.
This life is so unpredictable, man. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah. I so agree.
So might as well do good things and be remembered for that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
After 40, this is what you get.
Is that
Before that, I was hiding in the studio.
So you're now broken out.
After 40, I don't care.
You've broken out.
My father passed when he was 43.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all a bonus. My life is a bonus now. I feel like I should do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, in my opinion, make people happy. Do things which should unite people. There's all the cliches I want to do.
The most unifying thing you have done is Vande Mataram, without a doubt. Just amazing. And that's something which is so soulful.
See,
Nobody
put a gun on me and said, you have to sing this. It's out of my own will, out of my passion, out of my respect for my country. And I wanted to make this the most modern song which would stand the test of time.
Now
so
people say
it's not me alone.
Yeah.
It's this teamwork. It's Bharat Bala, Kanika, and we're all like from 89 we've been working together.
Yeah.
And nobody told us what to do.
There is one scene
when you put a gun
with
on your head and say, do this. No, that's bad.
Yeah.
We are a free country and it's very, very important to have the sense of freedom. I think we are the best country in the world in a way, not because of money or infrastructure or anything, because we have the freedom and we have joy in simple things.
Yeah.
We find joy in simple things. When I see whether somebody's rich or poor, there's happiness, and that's very hard to get, even if you give $1 billion to someone.
But can I just add one thought to this?
Yeah, tell me.
You said twice, we're a free country, we're the best country in the world, agree?
Yeah.
And you said, if it's Vande Mataram, then it should not be with a gun to your head. I agree with that.
No, it's a very personal thought. What I said was a personal thing. I don't want to get into politics.
I'm sure of that.
Thank you very much.
I would advise you never to try. Don't even think about it. You won't. But the point is that who puts the gun to the head? Is it people who do, or is the fear that people put? Because people play on fear. Yeah. And in the case of Vande Mataram, my own thought is that there are a group of people who are going around provoking people, saying, someone's putting a gun to your head. After all, it's the national song.
I feel that as a composer, I always feel like motivated to do a song which should be, you sing it with inner joy, without any force. And that's what this generation should do. It should find things which would unite people, compose things which are beautiful. Because see, you can never never judge a song whether it's going to be the most beautiful song. It's going to be an anthem. When we did Mahatma Salam, I never felt that. We felt very special about it. I never knew that it'll be sustaining so much. Yeah. Like even now in August 15th, people would watch it and sing it along with me. I'm really proud of it. And
was it Ma Tujhe Salam? Yeah, Vande Mataram. When there was one shot, I think it was shot in Rajasthan, and there were a lot of faces. And you are a very shy person. Yeah, you don't like to often come in front of the camera. Of course, you're a lot in front of the camera now because of your concerts and the focus on you. You're a global celebrity. But this is at least 10 years back when I think it was the Bharatmala.
Yeah.
And you took the flag. It was a long, tall flag, and there is a shot of you taking the flag and going right up in the middle of the desert. And there are a lot of people congregating around you. There's wind.
Yeah.
Right? I just want you to tell everyone who's watching this episode of Nation Wants to Know, what do you experience when you hold the flag up there? There are children milling around you, at least 400-500 people in that shot.
I think that song was beyond me. It's beyond Bharat Bala. I think what happened was magic. It was a new style of, music video. It was a new style of production. Again, I think the intention was very pure. When you have purity in your intention, I think it comes out like a pure product.
Yeah.
I'd sung that song on the 27th day of Ramadan, which is the most holiest night. Yeah. And I wanted to make it very special. I had, when I wanted to sing, I said tonight feels like a very special night. And I want to sing the song because this is very close to me. None of my engineers were there. Everybody left because they thought I'd gone to sleep. And so I called up Bharat Bala. I said, Bharat, and he was sleeping. Oh, can you come? What are you doing? I said, I want you to record the chorus of the song. And so he came in. And I remember I finished and came out and he was crying, weeping actually. And that's the passion with which it was recorded. And because I felt like I was doing movies, I had been playing from young age, and I wanted to connect. I had this school in front of my house, still having the school. Every Friday or every you hear all this patriotic song, and I feel like I should connect to the kids. I should connect to the people of India. And this song, I think, whether any other song is remembered, this will be remembered with every Indian.
Oh, yes.
I think it's very special.
Yeah. It's the kind of song that when you're traveling or sitting down, you sing it to yourself. That's how pure it is. You had long hair then.
Yes, I think it was. I felt like I was looking too young. Just to show. I think my boob did a great job.
Yeah.
It was so simple.
It was
and
beautiful.
The way he wrote the lyrics. And it's also a song which is not direct. It's got a symbolism in it. And even if you don't identify with the country, you identify with the mother.
Yeah.
So that's a direct connection. And in multiple different angles it works because of the way it's been produced and ideated.
Yeah. Do you think India is moving away from its Sufi tradition? Its syncretic Sufi tradition?
It's a very controversial question. The Prophet, peace be upon him, had always said that if bad things happen, compensate with more good. If X number of bad things happen, I always feel that you should put 10x or 20x of good things, and that is always a kind of countering it, not more bad.
Yeah.
And in my life, I think that's one thing I try to follow. Don't feel guilty about it, even if you committed something bad. I think the more good you feel, like you wipe out that in your mind. And guilt is a very negative feeling because it can lead to depression. It will lead to anything, violence or
little diplomatic, that reply.
Which one?
That reply.
This
But
reply?
at the same time, it was quite deep.
It is the truth.
It's the truth.
Okay, we're talking about moving away from.
Yeah.
So, I went to the core of it. I think more would be definitely good, and because there's a beauty in it.
Yeah.
And there's the thing about Sufism is the truth is hidden in it, and not many people understand the core. It's something soul related. Very frequently used ideology is the eye of the heart, and if there's no eye in the heart, but that's the ideology. So what you see, the mystic things which you can see is from the heart, not from any other senses. And
well, it's been a wonderful conversation so far, and there's so much to learn from you. And I think that your music has taken you to the point where you go to the core, and in a way, there is a fakir in you. I want to wrap this wonderful chat, which I must say has been the most peaceful interview I have done in my entire existence.
you bet.
AR, you know me. Well, if you want to get out of your of your calm self, sometimes you can come.
No, that's a room where my wife watches what's happening. So at a particular time she said, Arnab, my brother is there. So I had to go there. Oh!
I know. The last time I spoke to your wife,
Yeah.
when you were in your, when I spoke to you, I was happy to know she watches. So it was wonderful. Any one number, if I'm not asking for too much, that you can wrap up on this conversation with. It has to end with music. And I won't suggest the song.
You won't suggest the song?
I can't.
Okay. Respect. I have to take my shoes off.
Yes, please.
Kun faya kun, kun faya kun, faya kun, faya kun, faya kun, faya kun. Kun faya kun, kun faya kun, faya kun, faya kun, faya kun, faya kun. See how the words are repeated? It's easy for me to remember.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
It's just brilliant. And I want to thank you, AR. I will look forward to watching your film. And maybe sometimes in the near future, the good opportunity to attend one of your concerts.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that with friends and family. I look forward to that.
Thank you.
You are an asset to this country.
Thank you so much.
And you're brilliant. Thank you so much, yaar. Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Thank you, yaar.